Hello guys, thanks for watching Maxi Service YouTube channel and we will be covering a lot of right now we are working on Cloud Practitioner AWS Cloud Platform batch and today we will be learning VPC Virtual Private Cloud Network Peering. How we can connect one VPC to another VPC and yesterday last session was about how to set public and private access. We have some resources on cloud and you want to set some public and you don't want to share any resource publicly, then you have to set private access. We have also gone through and see how we can do that, and we also have done a lot of more about group policies and its roles and apart from policy rule we have seen that we can change port to, let's suppose we set for public subnet port 8080 where we can connect that resources through browser, and for private set private to make the resource private we actually changed source and destination and privacy policy and also changed port from HTTP to SSL. Okay, so today we will be working on what is private cloud peering, on its concepts and use case. We will go one by one about to knowing about how we can make VPC peering and its limitations, its use case, its life cycle, and rest of concepts. Okay, and after that, in next session with same topic, we will be doing some practical example. Please stay in touch and don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not, and please also press the bell icon so that you will be receiving all the coming sessions so that you can also go through and complete your badge as well. And let's start with its concepts, and as we have seen that any VPC virtual private cloud dedicated to your AWS account. Remember that one VPC is only related to one account. One VPC cannot be belong to any number of account, mean more than one account. But one account may have one or more virtual private cloud network, right? Peering connection, connecting peering connection is a networking connection between two VPCs, your own or maybe it's someone others, to enable you to route traffic. What does it mean? It's sharing of files, access resources uh, between them using private IP version 4 and IP version 6. Uh, One thing was about VPC belongs to account. Second thing, it's can be your own VPC, one or more, and your VPC can communicate with others accounts VPC. Okay, so VPC can be within same region. These can be in different region. So if you want to connect and pair them, then you have to know all of these concepts we are discussing. But another important thing, you must configure private IP version 4 or IP version 6 because AWS infrastructure only facilitate in this way. Otherwise, you will not be able to connect more than one VPC with each other. Okay. Another thing, VPCs can be in same or different regions. Okay, if there is region USA and there must be at least one VPC, and it can be more than one. And let's suppose another VPC is uh, app south, it is EU. Europe West, then you can see you can pair, you can connect these VPC with each other. All data transfer over VPC peering connection that stays within the availability zone. even if it's different accounts is free. Okay, great. It's another thing we gone that uh, within same region, if we have number of VPC, virtual private clouds, then connection between them and communication between them, it's free. Charges apply for data transfer over a VPC peering connection that cross availability uh, zones and regions. Let's suppose above examples will be charged because one VPC is in Europe West and second is AP South. So you have to know and you have to take care where you are going to pair some VPC. Okay. Another thing which is remember is that VPC peering connection is not transitive. What is transitive mean? If you have VPC A and you have VPC C, then VPC A cannot communicate VPC C. Yes, if you created connection and you have configure pairing, then definitely it can communicate. Otherwise, let's suppose you have paired VPC A with VPC B and VPC C with VPC B. Don't think like that because C and A are connected with B and can communicate with B, so that's why VPC A can communicate with VPC C. It's not possible. You have to make another pair between them. Okay. Okay, so to establish VPC parent connection, you do the following. Okay, number one, owner of the requester VPC sends a request to the owner of the acceptor. uh, these two VPC can belongs to one account and these can be in different accounts. So any requester VPC will send to another VPC as a request and destination VPC will be acceptor. The owner of the acceptor can be owned by you or another AWS account. As we discussed, VPC accepts reject the VPC peering connection request. Okay, uh, your acceptor can also reject your request. Okay. This is another good point. We have to know that overlapping CICR. What is CICR? It is actually classless interdomain routing. Classless interdomain routing. What its rule says. An example of overlapping CICR is the two VPCs are paired with the same CICRs. This situation is called overlapping CICR, which causes failure. It has to be mentioned that VPCs with IP6 must not have overlap. What does it mean? It's mean because every VPC virtual private cloud have range of IPs, right? If you have a VPC with range of IPs and another VPC, definitely that would be another range of IPs. So be careful while uh, adding your IP of source or destination must be different in range, right? You can see that here is in the same range 192.168, 192.198 because it must be if it is 192 this it must be start from 193 or something else, right? Okay, this connection is not valid and you cannot pair. Okay, so another point, to enable the flow of traffic between the VPCs, owner must manually add a route to one or more of their VPCs route tables that points to the IP address range of the other VPC. Got it? Okay, let me explain. It says that there is no any user interface by which you can just uh, press a button, okay, connect, and just provide the name of other VPC and it will be automatically configured and start communicating. No, you must have to go through the subnet configuration and route table, where in route table you have to add another route and have to uh, tell your VPC which is the destination to which you will be communicating. Okay, so for VPC A is this destination, for VPC B is this destination. Okay, let me explain a little bit more. Let's suppose VPC is A's ranges start from 172 and its IP is 10.10.0, and VPC B, okay, a VPC A's IP is 10.10.0, but VPC B is IP is 172, and you can see that as a destination VPC A provide 172 and VPC B provide 10.0.0. Got it? Okay. If required, update the security group rules that are associated with your EC2 instance. Definitely, we might have another service other than EC2. Okay, there might be another containerized service or Lambda expression. We are just putting example EC2 with it is common and uh, mostly used. So it's saying that there must be any group policy where you have to uh, configure and update your rules, like on which port you need to communicate and what is your inbound and outbound uh, 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 destinations, right? If you want to communicate, if want to allow VPC A, only VPC B to be communication make, so you have to provide destination in your group policy. Okay. Okay, the next is, this is very important thing you have to take care while pairing your VPC. They're saying that whenever you start pairing, there must be default public IPs, IP version 6 or IP version 4 mentioned. But be careful before pairing. You have to take care and resolve your host name and other things to make it private so that your VPC can communicate and start sharing. So here is another important life cycle of VPC. First is initialization of request. As a requester initialize your request, and it can be failed due to some configuration like internet connectivity, any IP addressing mismatch policy rules, any other things. It will go for pending acceptance, which can be expired if expiration of your VPC must be by default might be 1 week, or we have to go through the documentation. Okay, it can be rejected by acceptor if acceptor don't want to connect and don't want any pairing, it can be rejected. uh, Otherwise it can be deleted. Okay, so uh, other is provisioning and active. If your acceptor accept your uh, request, then it will be available with status of active. Okay, so this was basics concepts we have to know, and then other thing is use case. We have to go through the use case definitely to remember the things. There must be a real world example so that we can go through and do practically. Again, please don't forget to like and share in your circle if you already have subscribed. So let me start use case, uh, and also I will sharing all those steps in this session, and in next session we will be doing same steps in coming session. Okay, so let me choose today's session. We have covered all these and we are going one by one. Last time we discussed network concept to make private and public subnet, and today we will be working on connecting VPCs. Okay, great. Here you can see it's a virtual private cloud and its name is marketing server, and with CIDR IP range 10.10.this, and uh, another is developer virtual private cloud. Its name is developer server, and third is financial service. Okay, so use case is that developer and marketing server needs to communicate with the financial service so that they can be connected and they can share their resources, like transfer data, sharing files, any other things. Okay, allow communication between applications hosted in different VPCs by the using VPC peering. The marketing and developer EC2 instance needs to access the financial service server in the finance department virtual private cloud. Okay, this is actually the use case, and this solution use a separate virtual private cloud for each department marketing. It's saying that it every uh, virtual private cloud will be different for every department like marketing, developer, and financial service. The VPCs are connected by using VPC peering so that the resource in each can communicate with each other. Okay, so let's move one by one and see all those steps. How can we do that? But remember that we will be watching all those steps pairing of marketing server with financial servers, and you will be doing yourself by pairing of developer server with financial server. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we will be searching VPC, and you will be creating all three VPCs. First of all, right now we have created like developer, marketing, and finance. What steps we need to follow to make communication between them? Right now we will be making pairing of marketing VPC with financial VPC, right? So there must be EC2 instance belongs to one VPC. Right now we can go through and see. Okay, here are three instances, EC2 instance for each VPC, right? And you can see as we have discussed in concept, there must not be any public IP address available. There should be only private. When you don't have any public IP available, definitely your VPC cannot communicate outside of the world, outside of your cloud. I mean, any other resource from internet cannot communicate with it. These VPCs can communicate with each other with private IP version 4 or IP version 6. So let's start and create a virtual private cloud. Before that, we can test either it is already connected or not. To do that, just go to any, let's suppose I am going to pair financial server with the marketing server and want to check either from financial server can I ping to marketing server or not, or from marketing server can I ping to financial server or not, right? So first I will note IP of uh, finance server, which is 1.83, and then I will go into finance server, and from marketing, because we are going to check communication from marketing to finance server, and this is our we are going to follow these steps. So I will be going to throw marketing server and connect with session manager. We can connect with other source as well, but this is feature provided by AWS, and I'm going to connect with it. After connecting, I will ping my finance server. So after pinging, I'm not receiving any response. So it's mean these are not connected. We have to pair. Okay, so let's start one by one, and you can see that other settings. You can also go through your any VPC and its routing. So let's start peering. You will search peering connection from navigation bar. Just select peering connection and create peering connection. You must name your pairing connection because I'm going to pair marketing with finance so that it can be I can remember this name. Okay, and here you can see requester is marketing. Okay, and its IP is 10.10.0. Okay, CIDR, and you can see acceptor is finance because I'm going to make peer marketing with finance, and its CIDR is different, it's not overlapping, so connection can be created. Okay, then go through create pairing connection, click on it, and after this you will be receiving message on the top, finance has been requested, right? And then you will be able to receive sorry accept request. Okay, you can see here pending acceptance by this. Okay, so you have to accept so that you can start pairing. After clicking on accept request, you can see status is with active, and uh, status also connection also has been established. Okay, requester have requested the request and acceptor have accepted the request. Now what else we have to review? We have to because as we have seen in concept that we must manually configure IPs to make communication between them. Also we have to review security groups. So okay, let's go and start. Okay, first I will go through marketing server because a marketing server need to communicate with finance, and I will connect through subnet ID where I will be moving to route table. Okay, after route table I will select another tab routes and edit routes. Here you will be now because I am connecting from marketing to finance, and you have seen that finance is destination of, and I have to add rule. Okay, my destination is finance server and peering name is this because request has been approved and accepted, and then I will be saving this these changes. Okay, so status is updated successfully, and definitely same I will do for finance. In finance routing table I will providing IP of marketing server, IP as a destination. You can see here same configuration, and we need to select peering connection name as well. After this click on save changes, status is updated. Now before going to configure and review security group policies, first we have to check either I can ping or not. You can see still I'm not able to ping, then I have to review is it inbound and outbound setting configured properly or not. So let's start and review. After selecting finance server, I will go security groups inbound because finance server is accepting yeah, because marketing server is communicating with finance, so I have to check inbound of finance servers. So edit inbound. Okay, you can see you have to click on add rule. You have to provide custom ICMP IP version 4 protocol all. It's mean from any protocol marketing server can send request to finance server, and here is source. In routing table we have provided destination, and because it's inbound and I have to mention what is source from where request will be coming. So it's a 10.10.0.0. Okay, so I have to save changes, and then you can see it start communicating. I can ping. Okay, so congratulations for this session, completion of this session, and I would request again, so please don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and like and share in your circle, because I am working hardly. It's not very easy to prepare material to collect and prepare for you. And also I would request to please uh, comments if you feel that something we need to do better. Definitely everyone have their own perspective, and if you want me to present in different way, or the way I'm presenting can be improved, so please don't hesitate to ask me. Also you can send email to me, and the email address is maxtheservice at the rate gmail.com. uh, so I'm really happy to share more knowledge with you, and I will keep presenting and a lot of material for you. But your appreciation will be more valuable, and that would make me more. That can encourage me always. Okay, thank you. So in next section will be our with example what we have discussed. We will be apply all concepts, and same uh, example we will be doing practically. Before that session, before tomorrow, today I'm sure you will do some practice, and I hope you will get success. Otherwise next session you can review how we can communicate, make the communication and pairing between two VPCs. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.